Yo, YouTube. It's your boy CJ, your home improvement homeboy. And so don't be mad. But good news, got a new accent wall to work on. Bad news, I got started without you guys. So I'm gonna try to backtrack a little bit, let you know what's going on, catch you up to speed, and then we'll go from there. So, client emailed me, messaged me, said that they wanted a custom slat wall, which, as you all know, slat walls, it's a lot of wood, not really a lot of work, but very sleek, modern look. Matter of fact, this is exactly what they wanted right here. So, of course, my brain went to work. How can I do this budget friendly, best quality possible? Well, let me show you everything. Went to Home Depot and got some of their brand of plywood, because if you know me, you already know that I prefer Home Depot's wood to Lowe's wood because it's just better quality. I'm sorry, Lowe's, but your wood sucks. But let me show you guys this sheet of plywood that I picked up for, I want to say it was around $56, $60 something. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So check out the beautiful wood grain on this thing. Like, when I tell you I've never seen any basic plywood look this beautiful, this like well put together. Home Depot has really stepped up the game. So of course, guys, I started out by, while I was at Home Depot, I went ahead and got them to rip the sheets, the big 4x8 sheet, into half of that size so that it's easier to manage on my table saw, because I have a 10-inch table saw. It was a gift. I'm very grateful for it. It is old as dirt, so it does have a little issue with cutting wood that big. So it's nice to have, them cut it down into a more manageable size, plus it's easier when you're doing it by yourself. So, alright guys, let's rip some wood into, now what I've started doing is ripping them into these 1.5 inch strips, because as you see on the slat wall, the strips are not super wide and the spacing is about 3/4 of an inch apart. So I'm going to show you guys that on the install, but for now let's go ahead and get this ripped down the size. Alright, so you guys, as I mentioned, it is a very old saw and sometimes the guide moves. So a trick that I use is I use these self-drilling metal screws. Probably can't see that one as well. And I put one in each side, and it keeps it from moving while I'm cutting the wood. There we go. Get all the sawdust off there. You can see it a little better. But yeah, it gets it done. Alright, so it just dawned on me that I have not been practicing proper saw safety usage, and I don't want you guys to pick up on bad habits. So that's one half done. As you can see, the edges are still a little rough. It's a lot to clean up, but that's what sand is for. We're gonna hit it with a 220 grit and get it nice and smooth and wall ready, and then we'll stain it. Alright, so let me finish. This is the other one, the other half of it. So I'm gonna get this cut real quick and then I'll be right back to talk to you guys. Alright, YouTube family. So I'm in Lowe's right now, about to pick out the wood stain for the accent wall, and I think I found it already. Hold on. So she says she wanted early American, semi-transparent. So boom, just like that, we out of here. That's probably the fastest trip I've ever had in Lowe's, literally in and out for one thing. That never happens. YouTube, yo. All right, so it's a new day. as you can tell, new shirt. But yeah, so I didn't get around to sanding those strips down yesterday, but I did just start on them a little while ago. I'm gonna show you guys how they look after they've been sanded. So one second, let me flip this camera around. As you can see, the rough edges are gone. I sanded them down on the side and the edges right here, so you can rub it. No splinters, no nothing like that. I used a 220 grit drywall sponge. I actually have two of these. I just alternate back and forth. I don't really have a preference on one more than the other. I'm actually probably about to get my RYOBI sander out and throw a 220 grit pad on that because it'll go a little faster. And as you guys see, I have a lot of them left to do. So time is of the essence. So we're gonna go ahead and get this ball rolling. Got my son, Gabe, helping me today. Say hey, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
All right, so let's get to work. See that piece right there? See this rough part? Gone. That's what we want. We want it gone. Right, see these? Alright, so as you guys can see, I finally got them all sanded. It's like 2 something, middle of the day, started this morning. Just to give you a rough idea of how long of a process sanding really is. So, like I said, you saw me fast forward through a lot of it. And like I said, it's because it takes a while, and you want to make sure that you get all of that rough stuff because this is going on a wall in a house. The last thing you want is, you know, when people touch it or the kids touch it, they get splinters from the wood because you cut corners. Or, you know, even if it's in your house, you don't want your kids getting splinters or you getting splinters. They can't hear you, Gabe. You got to come a little closer. Gabe's trying to speak to YouTube again. Here, come here. Yeah, YouTube, hey.
Hey, YouTube.
He want to talk to you guys one more time. But yeah, so now we're done with that part, and it's officially time to start staining. So you guys saw the stain that we picked up from the store yesterday. It's Daddy's turn to talk. So you saw the stain that we picked up from the store yesterday, and now I'm about to go ahead and put that on all 26 of these pieces. So hopefully we can beat the rain and get it dried and get it all rebundled and ready to go. So alrighty. All right, YouTube, so finally got all the stain on there. That took almost as long as the sanding. You guys can see right here, everything's all got that nice little what shade was that? Early American. So now we're gonna put some, I can't pronounce this word, but I'm gonna let you guys see it. I think it's polyurethane, whatever. I screw it up all the time. Either way, I'm gonna put this on the wood, seals it, makes it shine, you know. So rock with me, let's get it done. So you guys see the difference, the poly, I'm gonna go with polyurethane, that sounds right, but you see the difference that it makes. See how it shines, and yeah, I got these laid out on the bed of my truck so that they can dry in the air. They're calling for rain tomorrow, so I'm gonna give them about an hour or two, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the garage. But yeah, you can't beat that finish, man. These came out really good. I can't wait to install them. Install day is Saturday. Today is Thursday, so. All right, YouTube, it's install day. My favorite day. Finally get to get another project out of the garage. As you guys can see, it's rainy, so I'm having to take some extra precaution with wrapping up the wood for the accent wall. So of course I'm gonna wrap it in my flooring cloth, and then I'm gonna fold it again and wrap it in my tarp. It's just the precautions you gotta take living in this part of Georgia. So all right, let's get it done. All right, so we on site, got everything brought in. First thing we're gonna do is find the center of the wall. Okay, so 64 inches, the center of this wall. And next we need to find out what is the total height that each board needs to be. Because right now they're still uncut. They're at 8 feet each. But with trim, you gotta take off a few inches. So let's make sure. Oh, my fault. Didn't notice the camera cut off. But I did get my spacers in place. And these are gonna be cut to size after the vertical boards are installed, the vertical slats. Reason being is because I want to make sure it's exactly precise and that, you know, no margin of error. All right, so our first one, our test strip fit perfectly. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting the rest of them to size.